Welcome on today's conversation on the future of work, where AI isn't just a buzzword, but a business driver. This is Lenovo Work Reborn, live in Orlando.
Hello and welcome to the Lenovo Work Reborn podcast. I am here today with Suresh. Nice to meet you, Suresh.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
So, Suresh, could you tell the audience a little bit about what you do and what Sedai is as the CEO and founder?
Sure. So Sedai is an autonomous cloud management solution, aka self-driving cloud, right? So when you have applications on cloud, you will generally put engineers behind it, so it's always run well, right? What Sedai does is it connects to your cloud and to your metrics, and it starts understanding how exactly does your application behave. Now, once that understanding is formed, we then use our patented reinforcement learning to convert that to executable actions, right? And these actions are not just shown to you, they are executed in your cloud without manual intervention. What it means is now you have a cloud that is truly self driving, which means zero accidents, a lot less availability issues, no wastage, and the best performance. That's the only way to run cloud at scale. That's why the largest cybersecurity company in the world, one of the largest bank in the world, the third or fourth largest pharma in the world, the largest credit bureau in the world, they all run on Sedai.
Wow, that's amazing. And I know right before this, you were talking to me about there is a difference between autonomous and automation. So, can you share what that difference is and what you share with the top companies in all of those industries that you mentioned?
Sure thing. Let's start with a very simple example, a generic example. Automation is where your GPS gives you direction from place A to place B. Take a left, then a right, then a left, right? But you are taking the left and the right, which means the safety aspect is in your hands. If you decide to slow down, yes, you might avoid an accident. If there's a pedestrian there and you didn't see them, you might run into an accident. That truly is automation. It depends on human intelligence to operate. It could be continuous, but you still need a human to decide whether to do or not. Autonomous is where you remove that intelligence and things run automatically. Now, people always confuse continuous automation with autonomous. Continuous automation means the human decided to run it continuously. That's all it means. There is no intelligence in play. What Sedai has is intelligent automation, where there is decisioning whether to do this or not. So, if that means if there is a need to scale up or scale down your application, and user says, you know what, do this, there is still an intelligence in play that says, you know what, it's not safe to do so. So that's exactly an autonomous operation. So automation plus smarts is equal to autonomy.
And you mentioned earlier about sustainability, and I wanted to speak with you because when I checked out your booth at the Gartner IT Expo, I saw that you are planting 100 trees for every demo that you do. So I think that's amazing. And I feel like you would be one of the most perfect people to ask this question, which is that many organizations are seeing AI as very resource intensive. We are really removing these trees and we're taking up space to supply all of these servers to create all of the data that we have today. Although we understand that all of this data can optimize supply chains, automate lifecycle management, and reduce waste, but in your experience, does AI feel like a sustainability challenge, an enabler, or both?
Enabler. And I'll tell you why I feel that. Especially in our area, when it comes to AI being deployed in an autonomous management, the good thing about that decision making is there is no room for mistakes, right? Which means if you have a compute that's using 10 CPUs, which means a lot of wastage in terms of resources, and if AI sees it, there is no way it's going to let it go, right? It's going to optimize and remove the wastage, which means it's going to make it efficient, which is exactly why that is very close to our mission. That's why that 100 trees is on our booth, right? So that's very close to our mission.
That's so fantastic.
Yep.
And so we interviewed over 600 C-suite executives, and the sustainability was one of the core challenges and enablement opportunities that we noticed. So we're so grateful to hear that Sedai is working on this. And if you enjoyed this conversation and want to learn more about how Lenovo is bringing new life to the modern workplace, check out the description below for the download to our Lenovo Work Reborn report, where you can find out more. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please scan the QR code in the corner right here, and you can download it just right there. So thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate it, Suresh.
Thanks for having me. Thanks.
Thanks for joining us live in Orlando for this amazing episode of Work Reborn. I've been your host, Rita Risha, and it's been a pleasure to bring you insightful conversations from around the world, especially at this event, on how we are bringing new life to the modern workplace. If you enjoyed this episode and you want to stay tuned on more ways that we are doing just that, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe our channel, and download a copy of the Work Reborn report today.
Lenovo.